Hello and welcome to Adam and Craig Do Stuff, where today we're doing Hotel Matamba at Phantasialand.
So we're just on the way up to our room. We're taking the stairs, but it's outdoor. There's no window there, so it's freezing. Adam's just getting some shots. You might be able to hear Black Mamba in the background. Look how well themed this hotel is, just from the outside. Look, it looks absolutely stunning. I can't wait to go see what they've got.
Even the reception area is really good. Like the bits where you check in are like little mud huts.
And the corridors and everything.
Yeah.
Can't get through the door. You come out here, this is on top of reception, and these are the rooms all up here. Look, the corridors to all the rooms, and then down there is like the reception, the lobby area. Absolutely stunning. Let's go find our room. Morning. Just gonna. Oh, I'm trying to slot it in. It's just no one likes me. Come in. Wow, look at this. Where's the light for that?
Oh wow, that's nice. I've left your bag outside, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's nice.
So, here's a little safari. That is amazing. That is absolutely. Does that? I don't know if that lamp turns on, but I want to crawl past my shoes.
Hello.
Wardrobes here. Look behind this.
Oh yeah.
Green curtain. Oh, that's like a tree branch as well. Just like in any hotel, you get no hangers.
A bit too dark though. Can't really see what that was. Oh, the bathroom.
Wow.
Sink.
Zebra print all across the wall.
Oh wow, yeah.
Massive shower. The sink's crazy or something. And here we have the main room.
Oh, that's. Look at the bed.
Oh, here we go. Look, the lamp's due to turn on.
Why would you assume they wouldn't? Oh, got a bit of water.
I just thought they might be for ornamental purposes only. All right.
Oh, look. Let's see what our view's like.
Lovely lounge chair here. So we've got
the garden.
We've got garden view room. So we've got, this is Zambesi here. I don't know.
Oh, the restaurant.
I can see the Zambesi restaurant there, which is the buffet restaurant. I don't know if this is. I think this one across here might be the other one, which is Bantu. I can't remember without checking. But we're booked in for Zambesi, which is probably that way a bit.
Yeah, Zambesi, that's a buffet style restaurant.
I just said that.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So we're staying at Matamba for one night here, and they do a number of packages here. We've booked the Smart deal, which includes breakfast. I do think you can do room only, and they do packages that include access to Phantasialand as well. So with one night stay, you can do 1 day in Fantasia, or you can do 2 days in Fantasia. So you get one ticket per person. But because it's a 4-person room, if you book the packages that include tickets and there's only 2 of you, you're not going to be saving anything, are you? It actually costs you more.
Because you have to pay for 4 tickets.
Because you're basically paying for 4 people's worth of tickets. If there's 4 of you, then that would work out cheaper than buying the tickets separately. But they had an offer on where the Resturaunt tickets were like 20-something euros, weren't they? So for us, it was cheaper to book the room and then book the tickets on top, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So as you've seen, it's a beautifully themed hotel. Everything's African themed.
Yeah, and the theming is phenomenal, which isn't surprising because the park itself is amazing.
Yeah.
Like something we've never seen before.
They don't scrimp on anything, do they? They really don't. Like even the floors and everything.
Yeah.
It's themed down to every last detail.
Yeah, like they think of everything, don't they? They really do.
All the, again, like same as the rides and everything, all of the staff are in themed uniforms. It's just phenomenal. So the breakfast is served down in a buffet restaurant called Zambesi. There's 2 restaurants here. There's Zambesi and there is another one which I've forgotten the name of, and I should have reminded myself before I did this.
It's an a la carte one.
That's an a la carte one, and Zambesi is a buffet style restaurant. So we've been there for breakfast. They do some traditional stuff similar to what we saw at Charles Lindbergh, like sausages, bacon, eggs, that kind of thing. But again, like a more German style sausage and bacon that we saw at Charles Lindbergh. And they did those pots of like hazelnut and stuff, didn't they? But also because it's an African themed restaurant, they've got African themed food as well, haven't they, for breakfast?
Yes, they have, which was really nice. I think like African restaurants is something you don't really see a lot in the UK. So we've never really eaten African food before. So we didn't really know what to expect before we came here.
And I mean, who knows how authentic it is? But I mean, the stuff we've eaten was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the sort of breakfast stuff that we would normally eat.
No, it's not what you would normally associate with breakfast.
Meatballs.
I don't know, meatball. I felt like the meatballs fitted in with like sausage and bacon. That didn't feel too out of place.
And then they did an Ethiopian pancake, which was beautiful.
It was kind of like a tortilla filled with goat cheese, wasn't it?
Yeah, with red pepper and something else.
Yeah, so not something I would normally eat for breakfast, but it was really good. And then they had some African beans.
Yeah, that was nice.
I don't know. They were slightly spicy. I don't know what else was in there, but they were really, really good. And what else did we have this morning?
Gosh, I can't remember now. I mean, some of the stuff we don't even know what we were eating, but were good stuff.
No, it was good. So there's like a whole bit where like the African stuff is, along with the sausages and the bacon, and then there's fruit and there's croissants and there's patisseries and there's like a muesli bar as well, isn't there? So very similar to what was over at Charles Lindbergh, but with that added sort of African section.
There's a lot to offer in there.
Some of the baked stuff, if I'm honest, was disappointing.
Yeah,
it was like we had this sort of donut ball thing, and it was like dry as the desert, wasn't it? But the African style food was absolutely stunning, and the cooked breakfast was really, really good. And all of the muesli and stuff, which I wouldn't normally be excited about muesli, but you can like put all sorts on it, can't you? There's like vanilla sauce and compotes and chocolate pieces and seeds, and it was really, really good, really, really good. So as we said, there are two restaurants here. There's Zambesi, which is the buffet restaurant, and Bantu, which is the a la carte restaurant. Both of them are serving African-inspired food. We went to Zambesi last night to do the buffet in the evening, didn't we? Mainly because, again, like African-style food, I'm very fussy with food, and I didn't want to go a la carte and order a whole dish that I didn't enjoy, so I thought better to go buffet, and then you can have a little piece of everything and try, can't you? So I'll insert some shots now of us there last night. So we just arrived at Zambesi. We are sat in our little mud hut. You can see here. You can just about see. Oh, hang on.
Very nice.
Yeah. So everyone gets their own little private mud hut booth type thing, which is very, very different to Erwerk at Charles Lindbergh, because you're sat with other people basically, aren't you?
People.
So you have to be quite a sociable person because you're very, very close to other people. Whereas here, it's a little bit more private, isn't it? I mean, you still obviously, and then you can see other people, but it just feels a bit more secluded than it did at Erwerk. So someone's just come to take our drinks, and I'm assuming we just go up and help ourselves?
Yeah, because it's a buffet. It's an African buffet.
But normally they just sort of go, I'm used to like when we sit down and then they go, help yourself, and you're like, okay. But we're just going to wait for the drinks to come, and then we'll go and see what's on offer. So we've just gone with a little salad starter.
Yeah.
There we go.
Went to the salad bar first. It's a bit like being at the Harvester, but a bit more exotic.
Yeah. So we said, obviously, it's an African-themed buffet. Not all of it is African. There's a variety of stuff. Some stuff isn't labelled.
No, it's not.
So I don't really know what it is. And if you've ever watched the channel before, you know I'm really picky with food.
He's very picky.
I've been brave here. There's some carrots here. They didn't have a label. They're coated in something. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go in. I'm going to try it. In fact, I'll try it now.
They had turkey in cocoa. I was surprised you went for that. Carrots.
Spicy, peppery. I think there's some sort of citrusy thing in there as well. Not sure how I feel about that. There is this turkey and cocoa as well, which
bit of an odd combination.
And there's also this, which had no labels, a mystery meat. Who knows what it is? So I'm trying to be brave now. I've gone for a little bit of everything.
Yes, I'm proud
of just picked up a tiny bit of everything. I'm going to see how it goes. These, they didn't really give much of an explanation. They look like parsnips.
Oh, they do look like parsnips. It said, I thought they were chips.
Some stuff it doesn't say, and then other stuff, it doesn't have an English translation, does it?
No.
So I'm just going to go with it and see how I get on. And we still don't know what the parsnip-looking things were. They didn't taste like parsnip. They didn't really taste like potato.
I think they were chips. Just very strange chips.
Just seasoned. I don't know.
It's very weird on the inside. It's quite dry, weren't they?
They were nice.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them, but I'm still not quite sure what vegetables. I'll have to say, there wasn't anything there that I didn't like.
No, yeah, I really enjoyed all of it. I mean, I don't know what some of it was,
but it was very nice.
Everything was really nice.
That's very, very surprising. To be honest, that's very surprising. Yeah. I mean, I know myself. Like, I can look at some things and sort of think, no. There was something with lentils in, and immediately I was like, no, because I don't like textured lentils. But I didn't literally clean my plate. Nothing I didn't like in there. They were delicious. So we're going to go for dessert, I think, now, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm excited for this. I got excited. I basically just got everything because it all sounded so good. If Adam comes back with as much. Yes, he has indeed done pretty much the same as me.
There was so much stuff that sounded nice.
It's really good stuff, yeah.
And it's the only time we're eating here, so where did you get that mousse from?
This was the only one left. So you might have to go back after you finish to see if there is another one.
Yeah.
It didn't even say what it was, but it's obviously some sort of chocolate. And we've got, this is banana, that's I think peanut butter and white chocolate. This is some sort of chocolate cake. These ones were a bit vague, like this just said bread. Something bread, and this was sweet casserole. Sweet casserole?
Yeah.
And
I thought that was the same as that.
Coffee, mango, and this is pineapple, but it's got some sort of coating on it. And you went for the tonka bean sauce, I didn't get that.
Yes.
Might have to try it. Oh, it's exciting. Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it? It was really good.
Yeah,
really,
I'm surprised
really good.
how much you enjoyed it all.
I'm surprised how much I enjoyed it all, actually, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to trying new stuff, but you're a bit scared when it comes to trying new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff, like, I can generally look at things and there's some textures, like there was something that was very lentily and I immediately thought, no. And sometimes you can look at, like, the colours and stuff and I immediately think, I'm not really sure I'm going to like that. But generally, I was really surprised at how much I liked it all, to be quite honest. Some of the grilled meats were a bit... I don't know, it feels a bit of a gimmick, doesn't it? Because they've got all these fancy meats that you can have grilled by the barbecue man.
Yeah, and they do it in front of you.
To be honest, it could have been anything, couldn't it? Like, none of them tasted like anything amazing, did they?
No.
But it's really, really good buffet. So I would definitely recommend that. Obviously, I imagine if you go to Bantu, it's probably better. A la carte is usually better quality food, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But I have to say, for a buffet, that was really, really impressive. And especially if you're not sure about trying new food or you are a fussy eater like me, I would definitely go to Zambesi because then you can just get little bits of everything. And the puddings were amazing. I think the puddings stole the show, to be quite honest. Yeah. The puddings were absolutely fantastic, and there was loads of choice. We ended up with like one of everything, didn't we?
We did. I was so stuffed afterwards, but I wanted to try everything. It looked so good.
The only thing I didn't like was that chocolate cake thing. Like,
yeah, it was a bit dry.
That was really, really dry.
But most of the puddings were really nice.
Who thought you could go wrong with chocolate cake, eh? But yeah, everything else was absolutely delicious. In fact, one of my favourites was like that. There was like a mango and vanilla thing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not normally a massive mango fan, if I'm honest, but I thought, well, it looks nice, I'll try it. And that was probably my favourite, to be honest, out of everything. That was delicious. It was really, really good. The banana mousse thing tasted alcoholic, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It tasted like it had something in there.
I don't know whether it did or whether there's something else in there that just tastes boozy. I don't know, but it did taste like it had some sort of liqueur in there, didn't it?
Yeah.
And we were a bit like, should they have told us about this? So I imagine it's probably not alcohol because I imagine they would have to tell you, like it would have to be on the sign. But yeah, it did taste a bit boozy, didn't it? Very, very nice.
And a peanut mousse. I really enjoyed the peanut mousse. That's my favourite.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, I just saw...
I know, yeah.
Out the window, we just saw Black Mamba
just like
go
that.
past. I mean, from our view, we've only got a small glimpse of Black Mamba.
Yeah, I'll just show you what we can.
A tiny little bit of track.
Oh, hang on, I'll just have to adjust the white balance. And again, come on, come right down. just the exposure. Where is it?
There.
It's there, so you can just see
a little
a
bit of track.
tiny view. I think you can see there's a tiny bit. Oh, it's all over the place. But yeah, you can see tiny bits of it. So it's not quite the same view that you get of Fly. But I suppose it depends where you are. If you're a bit further round, you probably could see the loop, couldn't you? If you're a bit sort of further this way in the hotel, you could probably see the loop. So it's like any hotel, it's potluck, isn't it? I mean, we did pay for a garden view here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it only costs an extra €7. But I mean, we're overlooking the restaurant. But we don't really look into the garden, do we, to be quite honest?
No, we just see a bit of pavement outside the restaurant.
And the restaurant, which is not the worst view, don't get me wrong, but it's not really what I had in mind when we paid for the garden view.
They've got this whole lounge area here, which is really nice and beautifully themed. All sorts going on. There's a fire over there. I don't know if it's a real fire, but it's cool. And there's a bar just behind us there. We didn't actually use the bar, but it's a nice, this lounge is a nice place to come and have a drink if you are using the bar.
They really go all in on theming because it's as hot as Africa. This hotel
is stifling in here. So, but then they've got access in the bar to the gardens as well. So I think we're going to go out in the gardens, aren't we?
Yeah. But this is the only bit of the garden we can actually access at the moment. It does look like there's more of it. I thought he was with me. Just like there's more of it a bit further around, but that door's shut, so we can't get out there, and we can't get across this bridge because of the weather conditions. I thought you were with
Frozen Lake, were you?
No, I was just talking about you, and you weren't there. And the lake's all frozen over. But there's a little bridge for it's quite spurious as to like what's for kids and what's for adults. So I don't know if anyone can walk across that, but they've got a bridge that you can walk across there as well. Yes, and there's a fire pit that wasn't on.
No.
Last night.
In fact, it was covered in snow last night.
Yeah, it was covered in snow last night. But yeah, there's a little fire pit you can sit round. So it's a really little nice garden area, and there is definitely, like, where the bar is, there's some more seats just round there, but like I said, we can't get through that door at the moment. And then the theme park is literally just here. You just go through this gate. I've lost my bearings. You go up round here, through the bushes, where these people are queuing, and you just go straight in and then through the Black Mamba loop, which is just insane, isn't it? Apparently you're not allowed to go swimming in the pond, so that's just bear that in mind if you are going to come and stay. What? They've got like climbing frame and stuff in the actual hotel, just in the corridors as well. It's amazing. So here we are, we've just climbed to the top. You can see how big the hotel is. It's all the way around. And up there as well, then you've got the lift from Black Mamba here.
Yeah.
I'm going to spin you around. So you can see out here the bridge with the loop. You've got the lift hill there and the first drop. So if you were like over here, some of these rooms over here or anywhere around here, you've got a great view.
Good view, yeah.
If you've got a high up room, haven't you?
And if you've got like one of them views over there, you've got a balcony.
So what are your overall thoughts on Matamba then?
I think Matamba is an absolutely stunning hotel. Yeah, like we said earlier, they think of absolutely everything here. Yeah, nothing is not themed really.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And how would you, and we don't like to compare stuff too much on this channel, but what do you think in comparison to Charles Lindbergh?
I think Charles Lindbergh just slightly has an upper advantage of it because you get the whole area of Ruckberg at night. But
I think it's hard to compare because it's quite different, isn't it?
Very different, yeah. They're both amazingly themed, but obviously because they're both different themes, it is...
In terms of integration into the park, like Charles Lindbergh is just incredible because it's literally right there, isn't it?
Yeah,
right in Ruckberg.
And fly loops around it and stuff.
So close.
Yeah.
But of course, the only thing really with Charles Lindbergh was that your room is so small, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Really
small.
And I mean, if there's only two of you, it's not too bad, but it is a really cramped room, and you are in two separate beds, and certainly if you've got a family, it's no use, is it? Yeah. Because there's only two people. Whereas here, I mean, they call the other bed a kid's bed, but it is a double bed, they'd have to sleep together. But I think in terms of food, I would say that the breakfast was better here.
Yeah, the breakfast
and
was better,
tea, whilst it was still great in both, I do think I prefer the evening meal at Charles Lindbergh.
Me too.
Because those burgers were insane.
Yeah.
But food at both has been absolutely phenomenal. But I think it's just breakfast is slightly better here. Tea was slightly better at Chaslinberg, I think. But I mean, either choice you go for, like, they're just amazing, aren't they? They're just absolutely amazing. And we're already like, we were looking, because when you turn on TV channels, like in most hotels, like, there's just little adverts for the theme park and the other hotels, and we were watching the trailer for Ling Bao, weren't we? And we were like, we should come back and do Ling Bao.
Yeah, it looks stunning, that one. I mean, we've done 2 out of 3, so I think we should...
We might as well come and do the third one, can't we? I'm not sure where we're getting the money for that, but we'll find it somewhere, won't we? But if you come at the right time of year and you get the right kind of deals, then, I mean, this was about 140 for one night, wasn't it? And to be quite honest, you can pay £100 for a Premier Inn now.
Yeah.
And if you were going to stay at Alton, not that it's open, but if you're going to stay at Alton Towers, you'd be paying...
Over £300.
Yeah, easily. In fact, at Thorpe Park, you'd be paying £300 for a shipping container. And we paid £140 for a fully themed African hotel that's literally next to the park, isn't it? Like, you just walk through a gate and you are at Black Mamba.
So in conclusion, if you are coming, definitely look for the cheapest deal, see what time of year is best. But I would always recommend staying on site if you are coming to Phantasialand.
100%, I would. So go check out the other videos we've got on Phantasialand, and we will see you
next time we do stuff.